A very good afternoon to you. It's Tubes Taylor here for the Banjos Rosny SFL Round 18 live match from Huonville Oval. It's the Huonville Lions taking on the Lindisfarne Two Blues in the final match of the season proper. Leading into finals, this match has massive ramifications on the final five, with Lindisfarne hoping to get a win to secure a home final and Huonville hoping to do the same thing to ensure they have a home final at the Valley of Love next week. I'm joined in the commentary box by my good friend Luke Salad Roberts. Salad, a huge game of footy in front of us today.
Pretty exciting game here, isn't it, Tubes? There's a little bit of a dust of rain around the oval, so it'll be a bit of a test for the skills for the boys today. But it certainly looks pretty nice out on the ground and pretty sure underfoot.
Yeah, not as choppy or muddy as I was expecting, Salad, but still a little bit soft underfoot. So the boys will be pretty keen to get their hands on the footy early, just to get their senses about them. Now, last time these two met, it was round 9 of the SFL season, and it was a massive game over at Anzac Park with Lindisfarne 13-11-89 defeating Huonville by 7 points, 12-10-82. Michael Blackburn kicking 5 goals, and he's playing today as well. Mick Cassidy kicking 3. So the Twin Towers up there for the Two Blues, hoping to do some damage at the home ground here of the Huonville Lions.
Yeah, Michael Blackburn is currently second in the goal kicking, and he's been good all year, so I'm sure he's expecting to have a big day today. And he also got a little bit of a write-up in the paper this morning, Tube, so he has to play it well now.
Well, he loves himself a little bit of me time, Mickey Blackburn, big sticks. We love him here at the SFL. Of course, we must thank our sponsors, Banjo Rosny, for making this possible today. The best sausage rolls in the state over there at the Rosny Banjo store, Salad. So get over there and support the local people who are supporting the SFL. Couple of big outs, Salad, for today's game. Lindisfarne, Jack Gleeson pulling up a bit sore at training on Thursday night, and Josh Young a late out as well, with Tom Roberts coming into the side, Dylan Zantuck and Jack Anning. The other player that's out is Kieran Rogers. So he's out with a sore calf. Copped a bit of a knock to the calf there last week, so he will be out of the side today, but into the side, Dylan Zantuck and Jack Anning come in. Pretty much an unchanged side for the Huonville Lions from last week. Mickey Paul, big Mickey Paul, didn't make the journey, though, today. So it's an interesting one for the Huonville Lions, who's going to be their big target down forward.
Might be a good game if the weather stays like this for a smaller forward line today, Tube. So, I mean, I'm sure they'd love Mick out there, but might not be the worst day to have one of your tools not playing. No,
that's right, Salad. We can see the Huonville Lions getting around their coach down there, Billy Lamprell, who's keen to get his boys fired up and charged so they can get a home final next week. But I'm sure the coach, Michael Cassidy, for the Lindisfarne Two Blues will be doing the same thing in the opposite colours. Huge game of footy about to start here at Huonville Oval. Nice little rainbow in the background. Not sure you can pick that up on the screen here, but a magnificent rainbow just landing right on top of the scoreboard here as we zoom in on to the boys from Lindisfarne. There they are. Bailey Westbury there with the headband on. Good to see him in the long sleeves. Tom Roberts is wearing long sleeves as well. Looks like might even be Tej Westbury as well in the long sleeves too. So quite a few long sleeves out there today. Dane Bailey's got them on too. I'd be definitely rolling around in the long sleeves today, Salad.
I don't know if it's cold enough. I mean, I never ran enough in a game of football to wear long sleeves, Tube. So.
All right, the game about to get underway here at Huonville Oval.
Who are we looking out for today, Tubes? Who do you think is going to have a big say on the game?
Well, I've always been a big fan of the half-back line for the Huonville Lions in Cam Johns, Jimmy McIndoe and Alex Vincent. But I think that forward line of the Two Blues is one that's going to challenge that defensive structure. Big Dan Golding as well will have a big job. I'm sure he'll go to Michael Cassidy.
Looking forward to seeing how Brady Jones in the middle plays today, Tubes. He does know how to find the pills, so I think they'll expect a lot from him today.
Big Mitch Walker in the ruck, the former Claremont William Leach medalist. He'll be one to watch too. He's up against big Luke Polanowski, one of my favourite players. Big Polly. So big challenge there for both those blokes as the umpires come in. About to get underway. Banjos Rosny live stream all across the globe on the SFL YouTube site. It comes down to Polanowski, the tackles one out nicely by Walker, but it only went as far as Polonowski. And there he is. Cam John's doing what he does best across half back. Looks out wide to switch. That's a good kick towards the Barnacle. Takes it above his head and then swings around on the left boot, driving it inside forward 50. Come out to meet the footy. That's a good mark. Taken there by Philp. And quick stuff from the Huonville Lions, Salad.
Yeah, that's a great start, isn't it? Great ball movement off the half-back line there. Gets the little 45 kick and straight to the leading full forward. That's beautiful football.
So Philp, his first time in colours of the Huonville Lions for some time. He's been up in Queensland for a bit. And he comes. He likes it off the boot. A little bit of breeze around, but it goes straight through the middle. Nice work by the Huonville Lions. Philp gets his first. And the Lions are away, Salad.
Yeah, what a fantastic start. That's just a nice little settler of the nerves there, isn't it? You get a kick early. There'll be a bit of pressure on the boys here. If they can get the win, they'll be playing here next week and hosting again. Here's
the LJ Hooker Pinnacle property replay. There is a bit of breeze about it, sort of gusty, if I would say anything. We can see on the replay here, it was a beautiful kick off the boot, straight through the middle. Nice work by Philp. So the Lions, 1-6. A lead at Lindisfarne. Now, Salad, the one to watch down there, as I said, was Cam Johns. He's imposed himself into the game already. Out it comes for Adams. Swings around on the left boot in game number 50. Throws it down towards, I think that might have been Dylan Johns down there. What's he doing playing down back? Lamprell takes the booty, kicks it long towards Houth, but Gall just wraps it up nice and easy. Gall at the wing position, drives it long inside forward 50. Going back with courage was Rawson. Nicely done by the little man in front of Cassidy, coming out like a steam train. Golding takes his mark, goes across the face of goal to Vincent. Now out wide on that wing. Way out on the wing, you might say. Just a little bender as it holds up in the breeze. Flying high was Walker. Coming over the back was Polonowski. He's paid the mark, the umpire. Looks inboard. Case Miller gets in the way. Sheldon with a little handball. Out towards Edmondson. Edmondson looks up. Goes further towards Reamers in the bright blue boots. Swings around on the right boot into the pocket, but chopping this one off easily enough is Vincent. Vincent's kick across the face of goal finds Rawson. Using the ball beautifully here. Johns. Longer still. Out towards a teammate in Rundle. Rundle looks up, he's got Walker running for him and works it nicely, and sliding in on his knees, taking a mark is Walker. Too far out to score. Leading out is Ward, he ignores that. He's kicking right into the breeze here. Now decides to play on really quickly, and it's a scrubby kick. And it lands in the arms of the defender, Mastrocola. Mastrocola with a short one to Janes. Janes plays on quickly. Finds a teammate in Bailey. Bailey at the true centre-half back position. Just looks straight down the middle of the cricket pitch. And that one lands in the arms of Golding. So Golding's had a couple of marks now. Just a little bit of breeze work, I think, there, Salad, on the Clements might attend Sharon.
Yeah, just dropping a little short there, but Golding was right in a good position, wasn't he? Just chopping that off.
Philp down to Brocky. And Ethan Brock just took that one in the breadbasket. It's gone out of bounds, so we'll see a boundary throw in. Right on the forward 50 here. Ward wins it down. And as far as the man with the long hair, out it comes now for Adams. That's a good bit of work out to Janes. Coming out to meet it, that's a good mark there by Reamers. Reamers looks up, he's got Blackburn leading for him. It's not going to get to him though, it's chopped off there nicely by the Lions. That's smart work there by Johns, who's a fish out of water there at half forward. Case Miller now chases after this one. Nice little tackle there by Penny. Umpire's called a free kick. No, he says, give it to me, I'll ball it up. How are you seeing the game so far, Salad?
Yeah, I think the Lions have just settled in a little bit better here early. The skills are probably on a little bit more than the Lindisfarne boys, but it's very early, so I just think early maybe the Huonville boys have turned up with a little bit more intent.
You can see that the ball's just flying over the head of the forwards for the Two Blues. So it comes out for Philp. Now Rawson in some space, gets hit by Gall. Deep inside forward 50, nice mark taken there by Mastrocola. He looks across the face of goal, out towards Baker. Spooky at half forward, gets called to play on. Looks short, finds Hutchinson going backwards towards the goal. Now a short one's on here, Mastrocola. Goes longer still now out towards Cassidy, who takes a nice strong contested grab. Swings around on that left boot, pops it over to Bailey. Bailey's got some space here. Rawson tapped it back towards Ward. Bailey did well though. Golding got his hands up to Philp. Philp goes back out to Rawson, who's on Nippy's wing, now finds McIndoe. First time we've called his name today. Walker just slides in nicely. Swinging around on that right foot. Pops it up though, it's all Two Blues here, sitting underneath it. Baker, Barnacle floating across. Great contested mark.
It's a great mark, wasn't it, Tubes? He came in and I'm sure he thought he was probably going to cop a bit more body than he copped in the end there, but it was a very, very nice little mark.
Yeah, Reese Douglas just chopping that one off. I'd like to see that one on the LJ Hooker Pinnacle property replay. As in comes Reese Douglas. Gets called to play on. He's leaning on that one. No good, just through for a behind.
Not sure where the play on call came from there, Tubes. He looked like he was going straight ahead, and I don't think he took too long.
So the kick comes in nicely. Finds a teammate there in Roberts. I beg your pardon, that's, Jordan Roberts, who swings around. Looks up, Cassidy now, right on that cricket pitch. Weird to be playing on a ground that has a cricket pitch. Bouncing ball over the back here. Vincent got time and space. Gets his handball out towards Hay. Hay with a short one. Now a chance for the Barnacle to tackle Baker, but it goes out of bounds.
Good bit of pressure there, wasn't it? Just he couldn't quite hit him with the kick, and Barnacle just managed to push him over the line there.
So the Huonville Lions 1-1-7 lead. The Two Blues yet to score. Polanowski with authority just throws on the boot. Big fist from Johns. It looks like Dylan Johns might have a job on Cam Johns. So that's probably why Dylan Johns is up forward salad. Normally a half-back man, the Lindisfarne Two Blue.
I'm sure he'll be keen to try and get somewhere near those goals today, Tubes.
He'll gobble one up, let me tell you, if he gets one. As in we go. Ruck contest, one down. Probably a bit of a fair contest there. Dylan Hay ends up on the end of a throw. Now the short one on Ward of the Reese variety. Takes a mark at centre wing. Gets called to play on. Barnett underneath it. Coming off the bench. Tap down now for Bailey. Bailey with a short one. Lamper will gobble this one up easily. Gets a handball off to a running man in Philp. Philp through the middle of Huonville Oval with a short kick, finds Houth. Jackie Houth turns around, looks up, doesn't have much to kick to here. There's a lot of defenders down there for the Two Blues. He goes down towards Ethan Brock. Brock's got Hutchinson on his hammer, just threw it backwards, nicely done. That's two, not far enough. Here comes Ethan Brock around the corner again. Right underneath it, Walker! What a grab.
I think he might have got away with one there, Tubes. He had a fair bit of the defender that he threw to the ground before the bird.
Well, it doesn't matter, Salad, because it goes around the corner for a goal, right. And the Lions are off to a hot start. They lead on the Banjo scoreboard, 2-1-13. Lindisfarne yet to score. There it is on the replay, thanks to LJ Hooker Pinnacle Property. Beautiful stuff. And we're back live. Nearly 9 minutes gone in the first term. It is a 13-point margin in favour of the Lions.
Two Blues boys trying to G each other up here a bit. They're just a bit flat early, aren't they, Tubes?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm not sure what it is, whether it's just having to come over the saddle, as not many people like to do, as Jordan Roberts gets his kick deep inside forward 50. Cassidy with strength, just kept his feet and kept going. Golding rode him into the ground though. And we'll see a ball up. Cassidy not happy with the umpire there for a change. So we'll see a ball up right at half forward now for the Two Blues. Ball came out the back, trying to find it there is Bailey. That's, beg your pardon, it's not Bailey at all. That's Jack Anning at the bottom of that pack. Now it comes to the meatball. He got his handball back towards a teammate. We'll see a tackle laid and a ball up. A bit of push and shove. Rawson at the bottom of the pack. Umpire's doing a good job here to control it. Cassidy in the ruck, up against Ward. Ward wins it down towards a teammate. Jordan Roberts at the bottom of the pack got his handball out towards a teammate there in Zantuck. Zantuck's kick finds Sheldon Smith. So not a lot of Sheldons getting around. There's one out here right now who's going to have a shot at goal. He'll have to kick into across the face of his body there, Bree Salad. You going to back him home?
I don't think I'm going to back him on the distance here, Tubes. It's a decent kick.
Smith's kick. You're absolutely right. Down towards Blackburn. Clever touch there. Vincent grabs hold of the footy, then cops on high from Blackburn. Umpire saw it. So it'll be a free kick going to Alex Vincent. Vincent with a short one. In towards Jones. Jones in the clinical stack hat. Goes across the face of goal to Golding. Off to Cam Johns. Johns' kick. Up towards the meatball Barnett. He loves this space. Watch him to play on here around Mastrocola. Doesn't in the end. He gets it off to, that might have been Philp. But going back courageously is Edmondson. Edmondson gets it off to Hutchinson. He's got a man hot on his hammer in Ethan Brock. Got his handball away just. Now the ball comes out here. Theo Janes goes back even further. Edmondson wore a couple of bumps and then got it back to Janes. Janes got his handball off to a running man, and that's out of bounds. We'll see a ball in. So ball in deep in the pocket here. Really half forward Salad, to be fair.
It is, it is. I think if I was coach of Lindisfarne here, I'd just be concerned about the ball movement off the half-back line for the Lions. It's very crisp. They're hitting their targets up, and it's really bringing them forward with ease at the moment. Rawson
got his kick inside forward 50. Nice fist thrown away there by Webster. The man there was, I think that was Beau Roberts. Now the handball out to Westbury of the Teague variety, and a nice kick. Finds a teammate there in Johns. Johns' kick is a good one. Blackburn getting the hammies tested. Rode the bump nicely, got his handball off, but it was pipped there by Alex Vincent. Sheldon Smith kept going. Diving on it. Here's a chance for Smith again. That's a good kick out towards the coach. And Cassidy with strength takes a nice mark.
Beautiful kick, wasn't it, Tubes? Just sat it out in the space where it needed to be. And a very nice mark at the top of the arc there.
Well, distance not a problem here for Cassidy, let me tell you. He's got a booming left foot shoot. It's just a matter of accuracy here. Breeze sort of died down a little bit here in the early stages of the afternoon. In comes the Lindisfarne coach. They need this, let me tell you. And it's straight through the middle for Big Cassidy. His first, also his team's first, and the margin back to 7 points.
Beautiful kick, wasn't it, Tubes? He never looked in doubt there. Straight through the middle.
So the Banjos Rosny scoreboard reads 2-1-13 the Lions. Lindisfarne 1-6, trailing by 7 points early in the stage of this game in the first term. Beautiful kick at goal. How about that? You're right. The kick for Sheldon from Sheldon Smith there was perfect. It just popped up enough to give Cassidy enough time to leap at the footy and take the mark right in front of his eyes. One down there by Ward. Out the back now, they're looking better. Here comes Bailey. His kick's okay. Getting tackled there was Johns. No, it was actually Reimers. Out the back now for Bailey. Bailey gets his handball off to Adams. Adams goes back to Bailey, who's managed to find his feet. Good, clever kick. Left it for no one there, did Reimers. Lamprell goes back. Vincent now across the face of goal looking for Dylan Hay. Now he's got Cassidy hunting him. Nice work from the veteran. Goes back towards Blackburn. Hay did really well until the cavalry arrived. It was Roberts and the umpires going to ball it up. Great stuff from Dylan Hay there.
Yeah, I thought it was great by Michael Cassidy as well, the way he just kept going with the smaller man and kept up with him.
Down it comes here. Dylan Hay again on the end of that one. Handball came out and the kick came forward. It's a 2-on-2 here. Here's Baker. Going back Spooky to Edmondson. Edmondson with a kick is a good one. Finding Bailey. He's had a lot of it early. Bailey's got Polonowski short if he wants. Decides against that and goes across the face of goal to Hutchinson. Gets called to play on really quickly. Now goes to Polonowski. So the big ruckman. Someone needs to get on the end of this one. He's a beautiful kick. There we go. Bailey And he gets the applause from the Lindisfarne bench. That's a bit rich. The kick went untoward anyway. It's chopped off by Lamprell. Lamprell's kick down towards Houth and Polanowski, who did well. Miller got it back now to Edmondson. Edmondson's little dinky kick. Flying high, that's a good mark. Taken by McIndoe. McIndoe plays on quickly. Sends the ball inside forward 50. Douglas at the back, came in hard. Went at the back now, a quick one by Phil. No, it's Roberts. Rolling ball for Edmondson. Smart stuff. Webster got it out. In comes the meatball. Got it off to Mitch Walker, and Walker's quick, opportunistic goal. 2 for Mitch Walker. And they'll be ruining that one, I reckon, Salad.
It's a nice bit of roving from the big man, wasn't it? It's just front and square, and it was a very nice finish in the end as well, under a bit of pressure.
Well, it extends their lead, Salad, and I'm sure we'll see that in the LJ Hooker Pinnacle property replay, which, by the way, is a mouthful. How about this? So we see the ball come in. Edmondson, numbers there, Webster, 2. Just got the ball in the wrong spot. Then through came the meatball, got it off to, came off his knee almost, Salad.
It did. It did. It wasn't classical.
Brilliant stuff from the ruckman. Come forward. He's got 2, and they lead 3-1-19 to Lindisfarne. 1-6 on that Banjo's Rosny scoreboard. Miller gets caught with the footy, and the umpire says, "I'll have it." I think you're right, Salad. I think they're just, Lindisfarne just breaking down a little bit over half back.
I think so, yeah. And you're definitely seeing the Huonville Lions look for that switch before they come forward, which is doing a bit of damage at the moment.
Through it comes from Rawson, who knows he's on TV because he's playing a good game of footy. Philp trying hard, out the back for Gall. Gall just clears the area immediately. Now Polanowski trying hard. Dylan Hayes down there too. Goes back the other way. Out towards a teammate in Cam Johns, whose short one's on to Philp. Philp does well to get to that ball. He's at half forward, too far out to score. He's asking for people to come at him. Eventually, the defender comes at him because he's called to play on. Nice fist from behind from Webster. Barnett out of bounds.
Not a bad place though. They get the ball in here, be able to put up a bit of pressure and put the wall up. You can see now Huonville Lions right across the 50 there. They've got that wall going. So if this comes out, it's coming straight back in.
Polanowski just happy to take that one out of the ruck and just clear the area immediately. The only one out there though is Blackburn. He's got a couple to beat. Johns has just got the ball on a string, as does this man, Cal Rawson, who's got no regrets, going across the face of goal, looking for Brody Penny. Dangerous kick. Penny does well, cops one in the schnoz, gets it off to McIndoe. McIndoe now to Lamprell. Lamprell's kick goes deep inside forward 50. No one down there for the Two Blues. I beg your pardon for the, oh, that's a terrible kick. Hutchinson sprayed that one. I was going to get a little bit tongue-tied down here, Salad, because that kick flustered me a bit. That was horrible.
It was, he managed to get right in the middle of the ball, I think. He's put it about 30 metres into the crowd.
Go and collect that one from the soccer pitch. So 18 and a half minutes gone on the Banjo's scoreboard. It is a 13-point lead to the Lions. Cam Johns finding himself up in forward 50. Gets on the end of that one too. He's too far out to score. Philp leads into the pocket. He looks in that direction. And it's gone out of bounds. Fairly crowded forward line there, Salad, for the Lions.
It was, and they had Liam Ward there for a target, but went to the small man in Philp. It's always going to be a really tough mark for him.
In the ball comes, nicely worked down. Westbury with pace. Handballs off to a teammate in Miller. Miller goes out further afield. That kick goes long towards Cassie. Cassie just wore one. Johns got his handball to no one in particular. Miller kept coming. Was met by Lamprell. That one's out of bounds on the full. So a free kick going to the Two Blues here. So after the early stages of terrific ball use, Salad, the wheels have fallen off a bit, and we've seen a couple of scrappy bits of play.
We have a little, just a few over the boundary, but maybe just we're getting towards the end of the quarter here, Tubes. The boys just need a bit of a breather in quarter time.
I think you're right, Salad. So Miller from the halfback, the premiership captain. Kicks the ball long towards Cassidy. Out the back here for the Lions. Lamprell, the veteran, got his kick away nicely. Finds Ward. Directing a bit of traffic. Gets called to play on. Short one's on here. Finds a teammate in Penny. Penny plays on. And then sends it long. Not a huge kick. Little push in the back there. Did well. Off to Mastrocola. Gets the kick on the left. That's okay. It's going to work out all right here for Adams. Nothing of it. Out it comes for Roberts. Roberts' kick is an okay one to the top of the square, but going back with a flight, too easy for Alex Vincent. He goes out wider still. Kicks it to a teammate in, I think, that was Tyler Clark. And the mark taken here by Hay. Hay's kick out towards Clark. Clark goes longer still. Ward's going to have to get on the end of this one. Walker, rather. Now Ward. Punched away by the Two Blues defender. Clark kept running. Got his handball away just. Now a chance out the back for the Lions as they move the ball forward. Here's a chance for Rawson. Fisted away from Brock. Hutchinson's been riding him pretty hard. Nice tackle laid, and that's holding the footy. Great work from Matty Hutchinson.
Beautiful tackle, wasn't it, Chibs? He just grabbed him by one arm there. Had no chance, really, Tyler Brock, to get rid of that.
So, short one's on here. Finds Theo James. Theo James goes out wider to Gall. Gall's kick is a good one to Anning. Anning to James. So just possessing the footy here. I don't mind it. Nothing too drastic. He's called to play on now. That's okay. To Westbury. Teach. Off to Gall. Gall with a little 9-iron that's ended up as a 3-wood. Lands in the arms of Billy Lamprell, the coach, who's had a fair bit of it, Sal.
He's been getting hit across half back there, hasn't he?
Dylan Hay now.
Dylan Hay's been racking up as well. Halfbacks are doing a lot of damage here for Lindisfarne, for Huonville.
It's almost like they've got 6 or 7 halfbacks. Here's Cassidy now. Turnover. It's worked out okay. It was a smother on the far wing. Now Blackburn's got numbers streaming inside, but he knows he can kick this, so he'll go back and have a shot. I love how far he goes back too.
I'd say the wind's slightly against him here. It's just blowing slightly to the right of screen.
So in comes Big Sticks. He's a beautiful kick of the footy. Let's see what he's like here. He'll kick from right on 50. Doesn't look like it's going to get the accuracy. Journey was not a problem. So the first blemish on the scoreboard for the Two Blues is a behind to Blackburn. Moves the ball out nicely. Here's Dylan Hay, who's just love to get a GPS on him. And it comes for Ward. Nice mark. The double grabber. He's got his brother short if he wants. Decides to kick it over his head. And Mastrocola with a good fist. 24 minutes gone on the Banjos Rosny scoreboard. It is a 12-point margin in favour of the Lions. Boundary thrown right at centre wing. Fisted away by Walker. James traps the footy nicely, moves the ball into goal. Gall's got heaps of time here and kicks long. Lamprell overran the footy. Out the back, here's a chance now for the Two Blues. The handball came out for Roberts. Roberts' kick is out of bounds on the full. I think the game's been pretty even.
Yeah, I think Huonville have just been a little bit better with their skills.
Cleaner.
And that's what's causing Lindisfarne a few problems. As I've said a couple of times, they're switching off the half-back line and clean kicks are being cutting up Lindisfarne through the centre.
Jones, handball's off to a running man in Vincent. Vincent's kick is a good one. Looking for Barnett. Fist came from Baker. Found Bailey. Short one's on to Smith. Smith looks up. He's got Westbury short if he wants. Decides against that. Goes down towards the forwards. And nice mark taken by Lamprell. Well, he's been cutting it up, Billy Lamprell. He's just almost playing without a man. Rawson. Short one's onto Barnett. Decides against that and goes further afield looking for Walker. Out the back though, Bailey got his handball underground and then found Walker. Sheldon Smith ended up on the end of Walker's handball and then got tackled hard by Houth. It wasn't Houth at all, it was Cam Johns. Barnett, I don't think that was meant for him. He got it anyway. Got it off to Jones. Jones with a short one to Ward. Now a long roost. Deep inside forward 50. Fish came from behind. Here's a chance for Brock. Brock's got it. Well, you can't give him that sort of time and space. And there is the quarter time siren. So right on the siren, Ethan Brock kicks his first and gives them a bit of space. It is a 4-1-25 scoreline to 1-1-7. Goal kickers for the Huonville Lions. Mitch Walker's got 2. Ethan Brock with 1 right there on the siren, and Jack Philp with the first of the game. For the Two Blues, Michael Cassidy with an absolute ripper from outside 50. How about that space there for Ethan Brock? He won the William Leach medal last year. You can't give him that sort of space, but I think the defenders there just got trapped chasing the footy.
Yeah, there was a few gaps there in the forward line, so he had a fair bit of territory to work within, and it was a really lovely kick there from Brady Jones, who hit up that hard kick to the leading player, which opened that up beautifully.
We're going to take a quick break here, of course, thanks to all of our sponsors. Today's live game is brought to you by Banjos Rosny, LJ Hooker, and of course our other sponsors, ID Clothing, Hamey's Paints, and Clennet's Mitre 10. We'll be right back in just a few moments. Stick around, we'll be right back. Second quarter about to get underway here in this round 18 SFL match between the Huonville Lions and Lindisfarne Two Blues, brought to you by Banjo's Rosny. It is a 18-point, 3-straight-goal lead to the Huonville Lions over Lindisfarne. They lead 4-1-25 to Lindisfarne 1-1-7. Polanowski wins it down, only as far as Houth. Can't pick up the footy though. Hay diving on the footy, and we'll see another ball up. What do you think the message was at quarter time, Salad?
Yeah, I was having listened to Lindisfarne Two Blues, and Coach Cassidy there was just daring them to a bit more movement with the ball along the sidelines, looking for the overlap, trying to get deeper entries into their 50, and also calling for more voice. He thinks it's a bit quiet out there at the moment.
I tend to agree with him. A little bit quiet. So we're just forward to centre now for the Lindisfarne Two Blues. Ball up there. Walker did well. Out the back here, the Blues have got the numbers. Westbury with a short one on here, trying to find Reamers in his bright blue boots. Spins around, got his kick high. Now underneath the footy is Blackburn. Nice fist came from Alex Vincent, who ran through with pace. Now he's in the middle of 3 or 4 Lindisfarne Two Blues. The fist of fury there. Lamprell just caught one high and played on. Now the kick came out from Rundle, and the mark taken by Douglas. Douglas swings around, then just pops a little chip up towards his forwards. Bounced up into the arms of Ward. The handball came out wide, trying to find a teammate there in McIndoe. The captain goes back and goes bang and just sprays it. So Jimmy Mack, with his first score, is a behind. The first score of the second term is a behind. Short one on here. Goes longer though to Cassidy. Cassidy's kick didn't have the journey there. McIndoe didn't have his eyes on the footy. So the free kick will go to Bailey. Cassidy trying to play on there. Wishful thinking. So Bailey looking to put the footy inside forward 50. Gets called to play on. Wheels around onto the right and throws it on the boot. Big fly at the back. Blackburn. Nice mark. Just read it best. That was a great grab.
It's a beautiful mark, wasn't it? He's got a good jump on him. He managed to just jump up in front of the pack there. It's a lovely mark.
I love this. This is my favourite part of Mickey Blackburn's game. His routine. Goes back and watch, he'll bring the ball right up in front of his nose. Watch. Wait for it. Up and down. In he comes, the champion Two Blue, to get them back on the board with a major. He's happy with it off the boot, and it's just faded late. No, umpire says goal. I don't think Mickey Blackburn knew that that had gone through. He wasn't sure about that one, but it's the first, and it's a great start that Lindisfarne needed. I reckon that shaved. These posts here are a little bit thicker on the bottom than they are on the top. That's a fact.
I heard Matthew Richardson say something similar the other day about the MCG.
Hold on. What's happened here? Hold on. Hold on.
Oh.
What's going on here? It's a behind. Well, goodness me.
Don't see that very often, Tubes. They've actually almost got the ball back to the centre before they've changed.
Well, they must have gone up to the Tubes Taylor arc and they've said, no, that's a behind. So, wow.
I reckon they've got to look at the LJ Hooker Pinnacle property replay there and said, I don't think so, boys. That's a point.
You're absolutely right. So Dale Thorpe's got it. His short one's onto McIndoe. I'm not sure about that one, Salad, but 26-8 is the score. Oh, big fly. That's a strong mark to Philp. Philp looks up. He's got Walker long. Coming out to meet at Brock. Can't quite get there. Houth goes backwards. Finds a teammate in Hay. Hay with a short one here to Ward. Fist came late from Baker, but Reece Ward takes the mark. Well, I'm still trying to figure out exactly what happened there.
I think they've got the rub there a little bit too, because that the whistle was blown there, I think, well before Reece Ward actually controlled that ball. So having a shot now.
Well, it doesn't matter, does it? Whatever happens, happens. Can't control the umpires. In comes Reece Ward. A little bit frustrated with me because I call him a part-time ruckman. And I tell you what, he should be a full-time forward. That's a beautiful kick. Straight through the middle. Another one for the Huonville Lions. Well, what a turn of events there, Sal.
That's a big turnaround, isn't it? They're thinking they've got a goal down the other side, Lindisfarne, and then next thing, 3 kicks later, it's a goal for Huonville. So what a great start to the second quarter here for Huonville. They've put the margin out.
The LJ Hooker replay, thanks to Pinnacle Property. It's a beautiful kick. A little bit of happiness there from the Lions too. They are flying. 5-2, 32. Lead Lindisfarne, 1-8. 5 minutes gone in the second term on the Banjos scoreboard. Nice little handball out. Sheldon got on the end of that. Umpires called out a free kick for too high. So it looks like it'll go to the Lions. It will. Nice kick from Roberts. Finds Ward. Ward wheels around. This is Reese Ward. Goes long. Big fly. Staying down was McIndoe. Spins around. Goal!
Had all the time in the world there, McIndoe. He looked around. He was looking for someone to handle. He realised he was all by himself.
Well, and he was shocked as I was. 3 Lindisfarne defenders. I'm sure we might see that on the LJ Hooker Pinnacle Property replay. But the kick came in. What actually happened here? There was...
He attracted a crowd there, didn't he? And then it's just dropped straight to his foot. He didn't know how he got so much space. 2
defenders flew at the footy and neither of them killed the footy, Salad. It's rule number 1 of defending. If you're flying at the footy, you damn well better kill the footy. So 6-2, 38. The Lions opening up a gap here on the Two Blues. Through with pace there was Thorpe. Got his kick away. And playing in front nicely down there is Edmondson. Edmondson looks up. He's got Polanowski out wide. The ruckman's going to have to do some roving here. Nicely done out to Theo James, who used his pace beautifully, then just laces out the left foot shoe down towards Cassidy, who didn't have enough legs to quite get there. And we'll see a ball in. Cassidy's had a couple of weeks off just to get the body right, he told me before the game. So it's good to see him out there running around at full fitness.
Well, he's been good so far. He's taken a couple of good marks. Obviously had that goal as well. So let's hope he can keep going. They really need to respond here, Lindisfarne. 30 points now in it.
One player I'd like to see on the ground is Zachy Mastrocola. I'm not sure what he's doing on the Pine, but I love that bloke playing down back. He just stiffens them up nicely. Handball came out. Lindisfarne love to get a goal here. Theo James with a handball, just too much on it for Case Miller. Out of bounds. I believe we've got Liam Jones from the Carlton Footy Club tuning in today too, Salad.
Oh, really?
Good mates with Zachy Mastrocola.
Well, one of your favourite players too, Chip.
Legit one of my favourite players. Love myself a bit of Liam Jones. That one's out of bounds again. Ooh, a little bit of push and shove there. Billy Lamprell won't mind that. He loves it. A little bit dirty. The coach of the Lions. So ball in. Fisted away by Polanowski. Sheldon Smith there. At the bottom of the pack. I think that might be Alex Vincent. No, it's Philp. So we're spending a bit of time in this area of the ground, Salad. As the ball's won down there by Walker. Handball came out nicely to Roberts, but it only landed in Cal Rawson's hands, who got it off to McIndoe, who's roosted that one. It sits on its end and just stops. Spooky does well to get his handball away just, but riding the tackle there nicely. Umpire's caught a free kick here. Not sure who it's going to. No, just a ball up.
I think both the boys were a bit confused there. They didn't know what was happening either.
That's okay. As long as they're both confused. If it's only one confused, then there's something wrong, I guess. Polanowski got it out. Rushed kick. Rolling ball, Rawson. Can't quite get his hands on the footy. Bailey doing well to dive on it. Lamprell came through and just laid a shepherd. The handball came over the top nicely to Thorpe. Now Lamprell from the pocket sends it up towards a teammate. No one's there. No one's at home. Ethan Brock with a fair bit of work to do. Webster got his kick away just because Ethan Brock was chasing him hard. McIndoe's going to get there first. Webster does well to not push him in the back. Penny just overran the footy, just chipped it up. And on the end of this one, Blackburn too far out to score. Turn around and have a look up. He's got Theo Janes working for him nicely and does well to take the mark. Pressure came from Dylan Hay. Short one's on here to Roberts. Roberts into Adams, who found some space. And in game number 50, he can go back and just give the Two Blues a little steadier here.
Yeah, that was really great from Roberts, wasn't it? Just waited, he was patient, space opened up, and he hit his skills beautifully, putting it out in front there.
Spent a bit of, I'm going to say this and he's going to love it. Spent a bit of time in the gym this winter, I reckon.
Doesn't miss leg day by the look of it.
No, he's not one of these ones that skips leg day. He looks like he's been busting out the disco reps before he knew we were going to be broadcasting. Anyway, game number 50 in for Sam Adams. In he comes on the left boot. It's across the face of goal, though. Goes through for another behind for the Lindisfarne Two Blues.
I think they've got to be careful here because this is where Huonville's been really dangerous off the half-back line. Great mark there, straight in the middle of the ground.
Well, that kick, that's just a nothing kick, really. But Ethan Brock's made him look pretty good. Wheels around nicely. Trying hard here is that the Barnacle? It was, and Edmondson does the smart thing and rushes one over.
Yeah, Mitchell Walker almost missed his foot there with that kick.
Yeah. So it's a long way from a ruckman's hand to his foot. Mitchie Walker's, he's a talent, so make no mistake, he can find it. So Dane Bailey, who's had plenty of it, looks short, finds Geordie Roberts. Plenty of time here. He's got Dane Bailey short if he wants, decides against that and looks in towards Blackburn and Cassidy. They all flew and landed with it was Golding. He's not happy with the tackle. Thought it might have been a mark salad.
Yeah, I think he thought he'd got first hands on it, but that's a tough one for the umpire. There's three sets of hands there.
So, the Huonville Lions, 6-3-39, lead the Lindisfarne Two Blues 1-3-9 on the Banjos Rosny scoreboard. Here's a chance now for Westbury. Bailey Westbury goes bang towards goal, but that one's out on the full. So a little bit of wasted stuff here for the Two Blues. They've had plenty of opportunity down forward.
I feel like the momentum's changing just a little bit here, Tubes. They're definitely looking more dangerous this quarter.
Sure, that was Brody Rundle that kicked it out towards Hay, who managed to get his hands on the footy. The handball came out now. Chance for Jones, who sells a bit of candy. Smart stuff by the veteran. He goes out wide to McIndoe. McIndoe just on a treadmill there, just slipped and it worked in his favour. That kick out towards Ward and Houth, and Ward just gets on the end of it. So coast-to-coast stuff here for the Lions, Salad.
Yeah, it's happened a couple of times now, hasn't it? And just as we were saying, you know, they're looking more dangerous, Lindisfarne, but wasted a couple of opportunities. Now we've got the Lions in front, which would be a really damaging goal, I think, if they kick this.
Well, it just adds a bit of doubt, doesn't it?
How'd you call the wind here, Tubes?
Blustery. Weird. In comes Ward. That one's just faded. See, that was taken by the breeze, and I've been saying that the breeze has been going the opposite way all morning. So Ward kicks him behind. It's a good mark. There's a good mark. Short to Westbury. Gets called to play on, though. Thought that had enough on it. Cassidy with strength. Wheels around.
Ooh.
Now got called to play on.
Took a step.
Bit of push and shove here. Thomas Keegan there with a big tackle. I thought he played on. We'll wait for the umpire to just tell us what's going on here. Well, I think that if it's a free kick, it should have been 50 in my opinion, but anyway.
Let's have a look if it's had a step here on the replay.
Big fist punched away there. Nicely done. Keegan got it off to Houth, who got tackled hard by Cassidy. Great footy. Great footy. Love that stuff. How good's Jackie Houth? He's a tiny little fella. He's run into one of the biggest units on the field in Mick Cassidy. And he bounced straight up. Tell you what, if that's Tubes Taylor getting tackled by Mick Cassidy, I'm staying down for a long time. Out it comes now. Kicked away nicely there by Rundle. Just clearing the area though. Edmondson with a short one. Finds Smith. Smith looks towards Cassidy. James is going to have to go at this one. Decides against Cassidy with a strong contested grab. Beautiful stuff. He's trying to will his charges across the line here. Down towards Tom Roberts. Can't quite get the mark. Sam Adams just roving at the back. Roberts kept running. Now a chance out the back. Here's a chance for the meatball Barnett. He leaves it behind and gives it off to the other meatball in Adams. And Adams just kicks, and there it was. Alex Vincent playing the quarterback role, sweeping at the back of the pack. Now a running kick by McIndoe. Goes long. This one's over the back of the pack. Edmondson read it best. He's got a short one on if he wants. He goes out towards the ruckman. Danger here because it's a 3-on-1. Running through there was Thorpe. Thorpe's so quick. He kicks it over the head of his teammate there. Edmondson does well to get back, and Mastrocola just clears the footy for the moment. McIndoe under the footy gets a punch from behind. Bailey does well. Got his handball off to Hutchinson. Hutchinson out towards Gall. Gall now gets his handball back to Bailey. Bailey goes long and clears the area. Now there's a chance for the Two Blues as they go forward again. Spinning around there was Johns. Theo Janes kept running, and a short one's on to Roberts. This is better footy from the Two Blues as it goes out towards Blackburn. Blackburn going back with a fight there. Vincent takes a strong mark. Well, that just typifies where the Two Blues are at. That was beautiful ball movement. And the last kick just missed the mark.
Yeah, and he was probably in a position where he would have been confident on distance too. He was right in front, trying to do the unselfish thing and share the ball, but probably needed to just go back there.
So boundary throw in. Punched away by Ward. Now a chance for the Lions as they get through the pack there. Just missed the mark there again with a handball. Quick kick off the ground was good from Remus. Now a chance for Lamprell. Lamprell just lays a tackle. Here's Roberts again. Got his handball away, but Vincent did so well. Then a big tackle on Westbury, and the umpire's called holding the footy. So Westbury there with a bit of great work.
Bit of push and shove afterwards too. There's a bit of feeling in this game now.
Yeah, we love it. So it'll be Teej Westbury going back. They need this, Salad, let me tell you.
You can hear their bench screaming out to settle. They don't want to give this ball back by a bit of push and shove.
Yeah, there you go. That's what they needed, the Two Blues. Their first goal of this term. And it brings the margin back just a little bit further.
I think they're really starting to show a bit of ticker in the last half of this quarter. We've seen Cassidy really try and put his stamp on the game, and there's just a bit more physicality going on out there at the moment. I think they're pretty fired up now, the Lindisfarne boys.
So the Lions 6-4-40 lead the Lindisfarne Two Blues 2-3-15. Something going on with that scoreboard over there, I'll tell you what. That is completely wrong. What you can see in the background there, that is 100% wrong.
Goal down as a point.
And they've butchered it.
For some reason they're changing the Lions score at the moment. I'm not sure what's happening.
Well, they've missed a couple of points, let me tell you. Anyway, out come the Lions. Thorpe with a kick inside forward 50. Actually, it was Rundle. A couple of units that look exactly the same. That's a terrible kick from Ethan Brock. Just off the outside of his boot. He was tackled as he kicked. I've got him. The score is what we have, I'm pretty sure, as opposed to what they have over there. Goodness only knows. They're changing the score still.
They'll get there. They'll get there.
Sorry. I don't know what's going on. There we go. Anyway, nice strong mark there to Ethan Brock. Plays on. His kicking boots on today, Ethan Brock. Big fly. Went over the back. Here's a chance for Barnett. Barnett off the boot. Across the face of goal for behind. His first time he's hit the Banjos Rosny scoreboard. So Alex Gall here to take the footy. There's going to be some serious changing of the scoreboards here at half time, let me tell you. It is 41 to 15. Handballed off nicely. Running through was Bailey. That's a good kick to Remus. So Remus now plays on quickly. Miller, short, Blackburn. Good movement from the Two Blues.
Like a training duo there, wasn't it, Tubes? Bit of circle work as they came down the wing.
Magnificent stuff. There he is, Sticky Blackburn. I've told him this. Hair's getting a bit long for mine, Sticks. He's got the headband in. Apparently his lovely partner Shania won't let him cut it though, so fair enough.
Okay.
Who also plays with the Lady Blues.
All right.
Yeah. In he comes, the champion full forward from the Two Blues. Likes it off the boot, does he? No, it's not even going to make the journey. Keegan's just got on the end of this one. Gets it off to Johns. Johns short to Hay. And they work it out nicely. I would not have thought that Blackburn was not going to make the journey there.
I think he just got a bit under it.
Smith got his handball off to Hay. Hay kept running and then gave it off to a teammate there in Roberts. Roberts' handball missed the mark, but it's going to land okay here for Thorpe. Across the face of goal. Rawson's all by himself. Takes it at the cricket pitch. Short one's on here to Barnett. He goes in that direction. The meatball sub. Kicks it inside forward 50. Down towards goal. Which way does this one bounce? Goodness me. What's happening down there? Off the ground. Quick kick. Goal. I think that was Ward. I think that might have been Liam Ward. I'm putting it down for Liam Ward. Wow.
Heartbreaking there for Lindisfarne.
Oh.
That ball has taken a right angle and then just spilled. After all that hard work, they've managed to get a goal back on the board, and the Huonville Lions have just managed to scrap one through.
Yeah, well, we can see that there on the LJ Hooker Pinnacle property replay. Liam Ward got on the end of it. Bang. Gee, as you say, Salad, heartbreak for the Two Blues. Now their margin
Back out to 31.
31, so 5 goals. Walker, so good out of the middle. Out it comes now. Thorpe got his kick away, trying hard again. But the umpire says, no, I'll give it to me. I'll ball it up, thanks. Dale Thorpe playing a great game here today too, just doing some unrewarded stuff off the footy. Jones couldn't quite take it. Might be a free kick here. It'll go the way of the Two Blues. I think it'll go to Baker. So Spooky Baker at half back. Nice long roost out towards Edmondson. Can't quite get a hold of it. There's a dog on the field here. Jones, short, Barnett. Again short, Thorpe. Just doing as they please really here. The Lions. What do you think, Salad? Has he got it?
I think he has. He's
June.
straight in front. He should have this.
He got close to the man on the mark, but he needed to. It was out the back. Touched across the line. I'll tell you what, Ethan Brock was claiming. Of course he was.
Yeah, it was close. He was only a couple of metres off that going the journey, but just couldn't quite get it over.
No. Short one. He's on. Jordan Roberts. Zantuck has it at halfback now. His kick out towards Polanowski. Does well to handball off to Miller. Miller's kick going long. Jane's going back with a flight was courageous. Houth got his handball out towards Penny. Short kick was good, finding Walker.
Boy, Sammy, talk to him. Wing.
Walker's short kick finds Johns, Cam Johns. He goes long, down towards Jones. Takes the mark as easy as you like. Jones's kick down towards Brock. He takes a nice mark. Wow.
He's got a big jump on him, hasn't
Yeah,
he?
he's always played tall for a small fella. just because he's got the hops. Commentated him since he was one of the Kingston Juniors. Kingston Tigers Juniors. I can remember him playing under 13s. Now I'm sounding like an old man. In he comes, Ethan Brock. He likes it off the boot. He's happy with it. His second of the day. The Lions' fourth of the quarter. And this is getting away from the Two Blues.
I think it is, Tubes. I'm going to have to come out in the second half with a, I don't know if it's a different attitude or a different style, but at the moment it looks like one-way traffic.
Yeah, it's ball use too. They've looked really good in patches, Lindisfarne, when they've moved the footy well.
Yeah.
But just that last kick, we've seen it a couple of times, just collapsed.
And I think they'll be disappointed because for half of this quarter, they've probably been the better team, and then Huonville have scored quite quickly in this back last 5-10 minutes.
Right contest. No one in particular really wants it. So Dylan Hay says, I'll take it, please. His short kick finds McIndoe. Had it slapped away from him from Baker, but that's okay. Handball's off to now Houth. Houth just ducked his head as he kicked it down towards the forwards. Free kick pulled out here. It's going to Lindisfarne. Not sure what for. A little high maybe. So it'll be Hutchinson to take it. And 50 too. Encroaching on the mark. You can't. Yeah, it was on you. Mitch Walker's like, is that on me? Yeah. I saw him cross the mark, but that's okay. Hutchinson goes short to Bailey. Dane Bailey plays on quickly. It's kicked down towards Cassidy. Nice fist from behind from Golding. Case Miller does well to just jump on the footy, but they tapped it out to Dylan Hay. Now the handball out from Rundle. Found his teammate. Hay goes back towards Philp. Philp's kick is okay towards Walker, but it just had a little bit too much pepper on it. And we will see a boundary throw in, I think, or maybe a ball up. Umpire's going to ball it up. I think they've finally got the scoreboard right, but they just need to take 1 point off Lindisfarne. So they're almost right, Salad. Cam Johns, short one. Sheldon Smith does well to come over the behind of McIndoe. Diving on the footy was Sam Adams. Tackled hard down there. Under the pack might be Rundle, or it could be Keegan. Sam Adams down there too. It's McIndoe. Might have been Philp. Sam Adams, just saying, I've got a blood nose, I've got a blood nose. Got one in the schnoz. Philp gave it off only as far as an opposition player. Caught hold in the footy was Zantuck.
It's very hot.
So McIndoe. Short one. Ish. Looking for Philp. Handball came out from Baker. Hay trying hard. Diving on it. Courageous from Zantuck. Copped even a little high there. Oh, now Sam Adams gone in to remonstrate. Stand up for the young fella. Oh, and 50. So 50 against Brody Rundle there. Just for a little bit of scrappy stuff. So Zantuck to take it. That's good. Finds Theo James. They really need a goal here, Lindisfarne. Punched away nicely. Keegan off the ground. Does well. Polanowski. Oh, beautiful pick up there. And smart tap out to Janes. Janes just handballed off to a running man. Got the kick up forward. Blackburn fist over the back here. Chance for Johns. He's got a couple to beat. Got his handball away just. Spinning around the corners. Tom Roberts. No way! Brilliant stuff!
What a goal.
Unbelievable. Into the side today and right on the siren. There we go. Well, that's what they needed it. How about that for a goal? Let's check that out on the LJ Hooker Pinnacle Property replay. Brilliant stuff from Tom Roberts. How's this for a goal? Wow. We missed it. It went through, trust me. There we go.
He didn't even look at the sticks.
It was a brilliant goal. Brilliant stuff. So that scoreboard needs to be fixed. But it is a 52 to 21 point ball game here at Huonville Oval. Goal kickers, wow. Only the 3 goals for Lindisfarne. They are 1 to Mick Cassidy, 1 to Tom Roberts, and 1 to Tej Westbury. For Huonville, 2 to Mitch Walker, 2 to Ethan Brock, then singles to Jack Philp, Reese Ward, Liam Ward, and Jimmy McIndoe. What did you think, Salad?
Yeah, well, look, I think Lindisfarne will be disappointed that they probably had the run of the play for some of that quarter and couldn't make the most of it. But Huonville looking very strong, and coming into the second half, I'm not sure how Lindisfarne will feel. Next week's obviously got to be in their mind, but today's game's very important. The last thing they'd want today is a blowout. So I think they'll come out breathing fire, I'd say, in the next half.
All right, we'll take a quick break here from Huonville Oval. It's SFL Round 18 match sponsored by Banjos Rosny. And we'll be right back in just a few moments. Stick around. Third term underway, and it's straight out of the middle by Reese Douglas. The handball came out. Now a chance for Philp to get the start. They want the Lions. Yes! Wow. What a start from a rampaging Lions outfit. Straight out of the middle from Reese Douglas. They've whacked the barnacle in the middle.
They have, and I'll tell you what, that's the last thing Lindisfarne would have wanted. They would have had a red-hot G up at half-time, come out, and we are, what would you say, 20 seconds into the third quarter. Wow.
So 8-6-54 was the start of the score. The Lions now 9-6-54 to Lindisfarne 3-3-21. Hang on a minute, we got some sort of score issue here again. It's Budgie there, Budgie Jones. It's 60-21. I ripped the scoreboard at half time. I ripped them halfway through that second quarter salad, and maybe I had it wrong. Anyway, they got a great start here, the Lions. Out it comes for Thorpe, out to the barnacle in Reese Douglas. He gets it out towards Hay, who's had a pretty good game so far, then just threw the footy away. Umpire standing right in front of him said he handballed. Out it comes now for Jordan Roberts. Gets the left foot shoe down towards a teammate there. Trying to just get over the footy was Blackburn. Nicely towards Douglas and takes the mark on the second grab. Jordan Roberts just there trying to hold him back. Lucky to not give away a 50. Kick was up high. No one really goes at it. Dylan Hay ends up going there. Barnett just ducked the head and got through. Handball a little bit too much on it. Spinning out of trouble. That might have been Jack Anning. It was. The short one, though, only as far as Lamprell. Lamprell's kicks a good one out to Rawson on Nipper's wing. Short one on here for Ward. Ward, handballs off to Vincent. Vincent just pops it up. Big fly at the back. Philp came from behind. Now the handball out the back for Webster. His kick is coming straight back because it's gathered by Rawson. Now McIndoe into the spot. Coming out to meet it. Mitch Walker just gets underneath the footy. Webster does well. Jones tackled high. Umpire says no. Ball up.
A lot of space there in the forward line, wasn't there? It was a very dangerous entry. Just couldn't quite get there, the big number 23.
Big Mitch Walker. So Walker does a bit of ruck work here. Philp running after the footy. It rolls through them all. Thorpe now. Smart kick. Only as far as Westbury. So Bailey Westbury goes back to Mastrocola. Looks up. Doesn't have a lot of movement up forward. So decides to just roost it far. And that's out of bounds on the full.
He had absolutely no one to kick it to then.
And no movement.
Absolutely nobody. It was about the best he could do was put it out of bounds there. It was coming back anyway.
So it'll be Cam Johns to bring the footy in. Smith plays on quickly. Sends a little worm burner, but chopping it off nicely is Lamprell. It was touched off the boot apparently. Rolling through there, nicely done. Johns got his handball away. No, caught holding the footy. So it'll be a free kick going the way of the Two Blues. Jack Anning taking the kick. Big fly from Blackburn. Got fisted away nicely. Polanowski left it behind. Now a chance for Zantuck sending it forward. Who's down there? Roberts going back with the fly to the footy. Kicked one on the siren of half time. Bouncing ball for Roberts. Too far. Now Reese Douglas. But Alex Gall on the end of that one. It's got a little bit too much heat on it there, the barnacle. So Gall goes long. Polanowski's down there. Out the back, here's a chance for Jordan Roberts. Runs into his brother and then just bends one around the corner for a goal. No, he sprayed it. Well, a massive breeze there just came through and nearly blew me out of the van here.
Desperately needed, really, that one. He's very unlucky with the weather getting hold of that.
So Jordan Roberts kicks a behind. I thought it was a beautiful goal. I was up and about. Lamprell with a short one, finds Johns. Johns looks up, he's got Walker long, decides against that. Over the top of Smith. Now a chance for Jones. Jones got his handball away. Out to Walker. Walker to Barnett. Barnett looks up. He's got Philp down deep. Out the back, here's a chance for McIndoe. Cop one high and put a little bit of mayo on it too, didn't he, Big Jim?
There's a bit of the old basketball flop in there.
Old mayonnaise McIndoe.
Did look high though.
Yeah, it was
did look high.
But I tell you what, he's added not just a little bit of mayo, he's put a little bit of Jono's relish on that one. He's lucky he might get a little Jono's relish at the end of the game.
I hear that's what he plays for, Tubes.
Certainly is. In comes McIndoe, the captain, the co-captain. Across the face of goal for behind. Second behind of the game for Jim McIndoe. So Alex Gall has the footy now. Looks towards Polanowski. Oh, Dylan Hay does well. Got the handball out. Rundle. It's a late hit from Webster.
Very late hit. Did see that as a bit of an elbow to the back of the head as he was taking his kick.
Yep. Across the face of goal, here comes Edmondson. Edmondson looks up, he's got Blackburn. Fist from Vincent. Blackburn kept going, got his handball away. Roberts off the ground. Was it a goal? No, behind. Rushed.
I couldn't see who the defender was there, Tubes, but a good bit of desperate defending just to get a fingernail on that as Roberts was trying to sock it through.
Smart stuff there from Rawson. Had Cassidy closing in on him fast, but kept his ground. Houth, short one towards Walker over the back. Here's a chance for McIndoe from 50. Looks up, he's got Ethan Brock in the square. Brock keeps his eyes on the footy and takes a great contested grab. Smart mark from the William Leach medalist. Then handballs over the top to Ward, back to Brock. Brock goes bang and done what he should have in the first place.
He made that a little bit harder than it had to be, but it was a beautiful mark. It was probably a free kick if he didn't mark it anyway, with him getting dragged back down. But looking very, very dangerous here, the Lions.
Well, they just look clinical, Salah. They're fast, they're quick. They've got everything going for them. They now lead by a lot. Here's that. That's the mark. Beautiful stuff on the LJ Hooker Pinnacle property replay. Not sure why he didn't just go back and do exactly that. But anyway, it is what it is.
Just patting out the stats there. Get a super coach point.
Yeah, that's right. So on the Banjos Rosny scoreboard, the Lions 10-7-67 lead Lindisfarne 3-4-22. How am I going? They're actually 3-4-23 Salad, so I'm not sure what those boys on the scoreboard are doing, but there's going to be some serious stuff going on down there. Bouncing ball out the back. The Two Blues need something here. Reamers gets tackled hard. Looking at the umpire says ball up. 67-22. I've actually got them 67-23. So we'll see what happens at quarter time. That one bouncing over the top. Chance for them. There's another rush behind.
You can tell you're a man that did mathematics at university, Tubes.
I'm telling you.
Obsessed with the school
there
line
was
at the moment.
one rushed score behind just now, and the Jordan Roberts behind. They were 21 at quarter time.
You're quite right.
Yep. And there's been 3 behinds, so they're 24. 24-67. McIndoe, courageous. Bailey off the ground.
Beautifully.
It has. Interesting torpedo, goes inside forward 50. Hutchinson playing in front, does well. Goal. Lands the mark. His kick's okay. Reamers. Brand new set of boots. Plays on quickly. Bending the ball back. Bouncing. Nice tackle by Roberts. And that one's gone out of bounds for a ball in. Good to see the little Oz kickers down there. Getting their hands on the Clements Mitre 10 Sharon.
Still in shorts and T-shirts, even though it's about 1 degree outside now.
So a ball in inside forward 50 for Lindisfarne. Cassidy out of the ruck, tries hard. McIndoe trying harder. See another bowler. Bit of sting's gone out of the game, given that we're at a 45-point margin. A couple of goals here, though, quickly for Lindisfarne. Certainly brings it back to interesting. Ward's kick isn't very good, but it stays in somehow. Jones does well to trap the footy. Looks inboard. Goes down towards his teammates. Barnett out the back. Bailey Westbury, though, gets a hold of the footy, then kicks it across the goal. Face a goal. Finds a teammate there in Zantuck. Zantuck, short one. Finds Roberts. Jordan Roberts here. Sends it long towards Blackburn. Blackburn's going to fly. He's coming in late there. I'm not sure who that was. It was Edmondson, actually. His own teammate that come in with the fist. Houth kicked in hope out towards Rawson. But the boundary beats him, and we'll see another ball in.
So where do you think they can get some improvement here, Tubes? What can they do? Obviously, next week's important. Want to play this game. What can Lindisfarne do to bring this back?
Well, I can tell you this. Jack Gleeson is a huge out for this Lindisfarne footy side, and that's no disrespect to the blokes that are playing out there now, but he stiffens them up through the middle so well. He's a really aggressive player too, and when it's in this situation, he's the sort of player that just comes out and goes, right, I'm taking this game by the scruff of the neck, and I'm having a crack here. As we see, might be Lamprell, yep. No, Cassidy's going to get a free kick. We might see that one on the LJ Hooker Pinnacle Property replay. Cassidy's been given a free kick. Sort of, there's a big contest, but it was a push in the back, I think, according to the umpire. So Cassidy's going to get a free kick. He'll come in. No, we don't have it on the replay, unfortunately, but that's okay. Cassidy's going to go back and have a kick, and this is exactly what they need. They need their coach to kick a goal. And he's happy with it too. So Cassidy kicks his second. And can that be the thing that starts a roll of Lindisfarne goal salad?
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what actually happened there. It looked just like a clumsy marking contest. Maybe the Huonville player falling into Cassidy's back, but here we go. I know it's the kick. But an important goal there for Cassidy from the coach. It's 37 points at the end of the day, Tubes. It's not insurmountable. There's still a good sort of 10 minutes left in this quarter, if not a bit more. So they really need to just show some spirit here and take some risks, I think, and try and drag back in this scoreline.
Absolutely agree with you, Salad. So a ball up here, back in the middle. Ward wins it down only as far as Smith. Smith's kick's affected by the smother. Out the back for Sam Adams. He does a little bit of fancy footwork there and just missed the footy. Johns now, who's had the ball on a string all day, got his kick away. Nice fist from behind. Case Miller got his handball across the top to James. James gets tackled nicely by Ward. And we're going to see a ball up. Looks like Mastrocola's down behind plate. That's not good. Caught one in the shin, maybe a rolled ankle. Still down, Mastrocola. That one's out of bounds. We'll see a ball in. Mastrocola's up and running off though. Doesn't look very good. As he comes off gingerly. Ball in here. Right on centre wing. Polanowski wins it down. Only as far as the Lions player. Nice strong mark taken by Webster. Webster's got a short one on him. Bailey goes the opposite direction to Roberts. Roberts again short here to Miller. Miller off to James. James running through with pace. Gets it up towards Blackburn, who's out in front of Vincent.
Oh, umpire.
Yeah, the umpire probably missed that one. Clever touch. Cross into Houth. Houth's got a couple to beat here. Does okay. Vincent with a scrubby left foot kick only as far as Bailey. Bailey goes short. And a strong mark to Vincent. So Alex Vincent doing a bit of boot work here. As he throws the career saver back on. Nice mark taken out there wide from Lamprell. As he barks a few orders. Lamprell just chips a little hybrid wedge. Cam Johns did really well, got the kick forward. Now a chance for the Barnacle. Does well. Looks inside. He's got Philp running down the corridor here. Philp flies high and takes the mark in the square. Brilliant mark. Polanowski just got lost a little bit there as Philp kept his eyes on the footy.
Yeah, he got the jump on him there, didn't he? Polanowski was sort of right in the hole, and in the end, not too difficult to mark.
So, ramifications for this game, Salad, mean as Philp bangs that one home. He's got a couple. The first one of the game, in fact, was his. Now that 43 points, sorry here's the mark.
Reece Douglas has been good today, hasn't he? He's very strong over the ball. He's been winning those one-on-ones, which has set up that play there where he could beat his man one-on-one and then get the kick into the centre of the ground. I think he's whenever it's in his area, he's looked quite dangerous.
Yeah, he's always been one of my favourite players in the league, Reece Douglas, just so his tenacity around the footy. But that was a great mark from Phil. Now the margin's back out to 43 points. Umpires pulled out a free kick. Push away. So it's going to Westbury for a hold off the footy. So Tej Westbury from the centre of Huonville Oval looks up towards Roberts. Can't quite get a hold of the footy. Nicely done again. The defence of Huonville's just been superb. McIndoe at the bottom of the pack. Actually, it's Brodie Penny at the bottom of the pack. How am I getting those two confused? We'll see a ball up. McIndoe was there. Abouts. Walker, who's been huge in the ruck. Oh, spinning out of trouble. Roberts smart. His kick came out to Thorpe. Thorpe with a bit of pace now. Kicks it out in front. And nice mark to Philp again. Beautiful work. What a kick from Dale Thorpe through the middle of Huonville Oval, Salad.
Tell you what, it's been the story of the game so far, hasn't it? Lindisfarne, just when you think they're starting to get themselves back in and they're working hard and they're being physical, Huonville have just been cleaner. And you know, if they can kick this goal now, we're talking a 49-point lead.
Yeah. In comes Philp, one of the recruits this year for the Huonville Lions. He likes it off the boot. He's kicked 3. So they've had 4 goals in every term, Salad. Here's the replay. Philp just coming out nicely, thanks to LJ Hooker Pinnacle Property. A little bit of high-five action there.
Lovely relaxed kicking style too from Philp. Never looked like he was going to miss there.
They've got the score right, finally, which is great. Over there on the scoreboard. There it was, the LJ Hooker Pinnacle Property replay. We're back live now. 666, just checking that one, the umpire. Nicely done. Tell you what, Walker's been huge in the ruck. Now Janes with pace. Love that. Lamprell. Vincent back to Janes in the opposite colours. Gets a kick up. Umpires paid the mark. Nicely worked there by Lamprell. Lamprell short one. Finds Vincent. Vincent off to Johns. Johns goes wide. Finding Rawson. Rawson inboard. Nice mark. Taken there by Roberts. Short one there from Cam Johns. Not a great kick. That should have been a hold in the footy free kick. Now goal with a bit of time and space. Goes inboard. Finds Roberts. Roberts spins around on a dime. That is an absolute finger breaker. Goes inside forward 50. Golding gets back. And it's out of bounds.
It's unlucky there, really. I mean, he had his man all by himself out there. Just couldn't quite execute the kick. It was the right idea. He got the ball on the boot early.
Yeah. That was actually Tom Keegan that saw the ball out in front of Mickey Blackburn. So ball in again. Diving over the footy there. The Two Blues player is caught with the footy. Umpire says, give it to me, I'll ball it up. Thanks. Fisted away nicely. Out the back here. Little chop up. Diving at the footy there. That was Bailey who went in courageously. Down on the ground is Lamprell. Caught one in the shins. Can't really see. He's still down on one knee, the coach.
I think he might have just copped one across the old scone there, Tubes. So he went down grabbing his head initially. Hopefully he's okay. Blocked his game today.
Sheldon Smith has the free kick. We're in a great spot to watch him from here. Oh, he's ridden that beautifully. Nice goal from Sheldon Smith. Their second of the term. Not entirely sure what happened there. I think it was just a free kick pulled out of a pack situation, Salad.
Yeah, it looked like holding the ball there, I'd say, Tubes. It's just, I think he went the handball and didn't manage to make contact. So a bit unlucky there. The number 14 for Huonville, who's Brody Rundle.
Right. That's a good kick from Sheldon Smith. Tell you what, we've got in this game, we've got a Sheldon. There's not many Sheldons. We've got a Teej. There's not many Teeges.
I've never heard Teej. That's a new one for me.
And a Dale. There's a Dale Thorpe. And there's a Bevan Roberts. There's not many. That's I like that. Unique names. Love it. Goal.
He's my favourite, Alex the Goal.
Alex the Goal. Nice fist from behind. Roberts trying hard. Then through came Bevan Roberts. Caught one high. He's going to get a free kick there, Bev. Goes out wide to Rawson. Rawson's got Jones. Longer still, though. He's got McIndoe all by himself. Turns around. Jimmy looks like he's going to have a kick for goal here. Just overcooked it. Now a chance for the rebound here, the Two Blues. Tackled without it was Roberts. Umpire said play on. Goodness me. He's missed one absolutely there. Theo James. Now Jimmy McIndoe. Left the footy behind. Theo James picked it up. Looked further afield. Nice mark. Just had a mark. Sheldon went hard at it there. Just threw it out. Umpire on the wrong side. Now a chance for Ward. Got his kick just. The other Ward does well. Read his brother's mind. Now McIndoe from outside 50 goes long down towards Brock. Brock's got an opportunity here. He's smart. He's clever. Is he good? He's good. He's real good. Ethan Brock kicks his fourth. That's magic, that is.
He's been dangerous down there today, hasn't he? You can see why they're playing him one out down there. As soon as that hits in the air, he's got the leap to cause defenders problems, but even on the ground, he's just so agile.
Let's check it out on the LJ Hooker Pinnacle Property replay. Wow.
It's a beautiful goal.
Sensational stuff. Magic. Well, I can tell you this, 1-7 is not 79.
Need to give him a bit of time to change the scores there, Tubes, before you rip it into them.
Just getting into the boys. They're doing a great job over there. 13-7, 79 to 5-6, 36 on the Banjos Rosny scoreboard. Case Miller still trying hard. There's Teej Westbury. Just got it forward to Reemers. Reemers is tackled hard by Johns. Ward over the footy. Nicely picked up by Adams. And there's been some absolute scrubby kicks coming out of the Lindisfarne side today, and that's another one. Goes through from behind.
Almost had enough of a leg break on it there just to sneak in. But
Alex Vincent has a couple of bounces too. Oh, overcooked the kick. Didn't need the second bounce. Webster, his kick, didn't go far. Rolling ball out the back. Houth tackled hard. Nicely done by Roberts. Houth trying hard again. Got the coaching staff of the Two Blues getting in my way here as we see the ball just wrapped up. See a ball up. (13-7, 85). I've mucked up the scores. 85 is correct. Adams chips one up high. Blackburn in front. Rather Cassidy. Oh, great stuff. That might have been Jack Anning that came through like a little Superman there and then riding the bump nicely was Houth. Can't be long left in this term, Salad.
no, it can't, and I think it's probably got to the stage where it's probably gone a bit far now. You'd have to think for the for the Lindisfarne boys, but they just need to make sure they can get enough out of this game to come back strongly next week now. I think.
Well, percentage comes into it now because the fourth place Dodgers Ferry need a big win over Sorrel to jump up into third spot. So we could be, I'm not sure, as Tej Westbury gets a free kick here, I don't think it's extremely possible. I think they need to jump up by about 25-30%.
Might have to use your mathematics skills at three-quarter time to work this out, Tubes.
Not happening. It's Saturday, mate. I'll flick that off today. In comes Tej Westbury. It's a good kick. It's not going to make the journey. Blackburn flew high. Lamprell trying hard. Blackburn went back and got it. Coming through there was a Lions defender. Not sure who it was. Might have been Golding or Keegan.
Big Blackburn didn't like his treatment there. He tried to dole out a couple of bumps when he got back up.
We like that. Fisted away nicely by Ward. Leading the race out there is Houth. Oh, he caught one high there from Roberts. We'll see a ball up. The doggo over there, Salad.
It's good size.
Do you reckon it's wondering, what are these guys doing? What are they doing? Anyway, boundary throw in. Ward wins it down again. Miller gets tackled nicely by Barnett. And we'll see a ball up. The umpire's pulled a free kick, non-controlling umpire. It's going to Barnett.
Really silly free kick there. There was a bit of niggle, and I didn't see the Lindisfarne player, but just grabbed and threw his player to the ground. It's always going to be a free kick.
It was Case Miller, actually. Ward does well, gets it back to Houth, back to Ward, all the way back to Barnett. Barnett gets wrapped up on Mastricala, who's bounced back, must have got a jab. He was dead. Zachy Mastricala there not long ago, and he's come out, and what a tackle. Laid by the assistant coach. His long kick down towards Cassidy, and that's out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. So boundary throw-in, deep inside forward 50 for the Two Blues. 36 plays 85. That was good by Cam Johns. Adams gets tackled by Hay, got his handball out somehow, only as far as Jones though. Jones's kick up towards the Barnacle. Edmondson tracing the ball back. Coming in hard to get the footy was Walker. Out the back for Budgie Jones. Spinning around there is Walker. Onto the right boot. Sends it up towards Brock. Now Philp at the back. He's got a couple to beat. Got DDT'd. And he's caught holding the footy. Philp not too happy about it.
Didn't have a lot of prior opportunity there, but I suppose didn't get it out.
Gee, that was game stuff there by Ethan Brock. And the umpire says, I'll ball this one up. Tom Roberts is arguing with the umpire for a change. We'll see a ball up. 13-7-85, the Lions lead Lindisfarne 5-6-31 on 36 rather on the Banjo's scoreboard, and that is three-quarter time, Salad. So the goal kickers for the Huonville Lions: 3 to Jack Philp, 4 to Ethan Brock, 2 to Mitch Walker, and then singles to Reece Ward, Liam Ward, and Jimmy McIndoe. For Lindisfarne, 2 to Mick Cassidy, then singles to Tom Roberts, Sheldon Smith, and Tej Westbury. Can they come back, Salad? The Two Blues?
Look, I don't think so.
All right, if that's the answer, I don't need you to explain it because I think we all know that on the scoreboard they're being smashed. It's 20 scoring shots to 11, right? What can they take away from this last term?
Well, I think they, assuming that they'll be here next week, and as you said, that's not guaranteed. I think now they've just got to try and build some momentum. If they can finish the game strongly, outscore Huonville in the last quarter, maybe get some options for next week. They won't be happy, but they'll go away with something. So I think that's what they've got to do now. You don't, like we said earlier, you don't want to get blown out. So if they can just outscore Huonville here, a couple of goals ahead in the last quarter, I think that's good enough from this point.
All right, we'll take a quick break here, Salad, and we'll be right back with the fourth term of this SFL Round 18 match between the Huonville Lions and Lindisfarne, live from Huonville Oval. We'll be right back. Final term of this term, or this game, rather. Tubesy having a bit of a mare.
Good start.
Yeah, look, it's 13-7-85, Lindisfarne trailing 5-7-87, 37. So we've missed a point. on our scoreboard, on the Banjo scoreboard. We need one more to Lindisfarne. That's okay, we can fix it. We can fix it. That's how good we are here at the SFL. What do you think, Salad? What can Lindisfarne salvage from this game?
Well, I know Michael Cassidy was just asking for them to show a bit in the last quarter here. You know, they've probably realised it's beyond them now, but just looking for them to show a bit of fight and set up for next week.
And just like Reece Douglas started the third term, he gets it out of the middle again. Down towards his forwards. Handball out now. Reece Douglas gives it off again. Here comes the meatball. Barnett round the corner goal. Well, they've started every single quarter with quick goals, Salad. They come out with intent. And doesn't Barnett love it?
They absolutely have, Tubes. I think last quarter we were calling 20 seconds, and I think that was about 22. So they've been very good out of the middle today, haven't they? And they've had a lot of space in their forward line. It's been a great performance.
Here's the replay. Just smart stuff again from Huonville. Look at the handball. Unselfish stuff there from Reece Douglas. And Barnett, he loves it, doesn't he? The meatball's on a roll. On the LJ Hooker Pinnacle property replay. Barnacle gets it out again. Sheldon Smith through with a little handball undercover. Tej Westbury got his handball away. Polanowski does a shepherd, only for his Reece Ward though. Bailey Westbury does okay. Through with pace was the Barnacle. Gets it off to Roberts. Going to be a free kick here, too high. It'll be Reece Douglas's free kick.
Has he got the distance, Tubes?
Absolutely not. He's just a little Barnacle. So he chips it up out towards Ethan Brock, who just gets ridden under the footy nicely by Hutchinson and affected the spoil nicely. Out towards Jack Anning. Westbury got his handball over the top to Theo James. Theo James keeps it in. Only as far as Ward, though, who went back with the flight and took an easy mark. Ward. Long one. Good effort out there by Johns. Barnett slipped as he kicked. So it lands in the arms of Edmondson. Edmondson across the face of goal, dangerously, towards Jaden Baker, who's got Philp on his hammer. Goes back towards his teammate there in Edmondson. Pops it up towards Reimers. Reimers has got a couple to beat. Rawson ends up with the footy in his hands. Chopped off nicely there by Zantuck. Hutchinson was the receiver of the handball, and they move the ball into the middle of the ground. Bailey lands on the end of the footy. Mr. Clendon's might have 10. Lamprell trying hard to affect the spoil. Sammy Adams slipped there. Did really well. Lamprell got his fist on the footy. Dane Bailey picked up with he gets wrapped up in a two-man tackle. And we'll see a ball up right on the paint of 50. Ball up here. Reece Ward fists it away. And as far as Theo James, who sells a little bit of candy, goes back onto his left foot shoe. Thomas Keegan there does well to lay a spoil. Cop one high there with Zantuck. Mickey Blackburn not happy. Timmy Lamprell gets up and says he ran into me. I love that. Just explaining what happened to the opposition. They weren't happy with the treatment, so it'll be Jack Anning to go back. From right on 50, as we see a fantastic mullet just go across the front of screen. Gets the thumbs up from Tubes Taylor, the young boundary umpire. Here he goes again. Anning did not like that one. Out on the full. To the Bronx horns of the vehicles lining Huonville Oval, Salad.
Really getting appreciation from the crowd for that one, wasn't he, Tubes?
So, kick came in from Alex Vincent. A few too many flying at that footy for mine. Out the back for Zantuck. Goal. The short one. Trying to find Anning again. Houth got his handball away again. Off to Roberts. Roberts slipped there. Oh, ran into trouble. Reimers says, hello. Holding the footy. Reimers came from nowhere. His boots aren't so blue now. He's had a fair bit of the footy. Reimers. Cassidy with a strong grab. Well, 4.5 minutes gone on the Banjos Rosny scoreboard. This will bring it back to 46 points. That I don't think they're doing it, Salad.
Probably not. No, probably not. But Cassidy's tried hard all day, hasn't he? He's been a good target for them.
Yep.
I mean, you'd expect nothing less, but he's been a good player for them.
It's been terrific.
I've liked the game of Reece Ward too.
Yep.
Just watching him in the ruck as he was playing close to us then.
Cassidy doesn't like that one off the boot. In fact, it fades and hits the boundary post. Out of bounds on the full. So a couple of out on the fulls today. Close to goal. Look at that post. This is just the replay of the tackle. Bang. Hello, I'm Daniel Reimers. Here I am. Bang. Tackle. Walker flying high. Nice fist from behind from Webster. Kicked off the ground by Liam Ward. And Spooky happy to see it over. And he's called deliberate. Goodness me.
That is rough.
Well, it is what it is, isn't it? Jones. Gets told to go the other way from the coach, and Westbury just chips it off. Must have been listening to the opposition coach. This one comes inside. Here goes my man, Alex Vincent. Called him out at the start of the game, didn't I, Salad?
You did.
One of those players to watch. He's been excellent all day. Nice tackle laid there by Brock. We'll see a ball up. So ball up. Polanowski and Walker to do battle. Roberts. The high torpedo. Who's underneath that? Ethan Brock somehow managed to get the space. Brock tackled hard. Theo James. Umpire says it was pinned to him. We'll ball it up. It's been a good game of footy if you're a Huonville supporter, Salad. Not so much if you're a Two Blues man.
Yeah, I think there's plenty to like if you're a Huonville supporter. Some of the ball movement's been excellent today. Forwards are working really, really well. They look very dangerous down there. So I think they'll be looking forward to next week.
If they can get Mickey Paul back too, who provides a bigger target than, say, Jack Philp or Ethan Brock, who aren't big men by any means, it just stiffens them up a little bit, I reckon. Mind you, Walker and Ward have been swapping in the ruck, and right on cue, Walker gets a handball out. Round the corner for Roberts. Beautiful stuff. So Bevan Roberts.
He's missed it, I reckon.
Kicks a point.
Yeah.
A really lovely point.
Reaction from the crowd would suggest that was a goal, but apparently
well,
not.
I thought it was a goal. Anyway, Hutchinson. Chopped off by Burnett. And that's what they've been doing, just easy turnovers like that, Salad.
You're right, Tubes. They have. Look, the Lindisfarne boys will be really disappointed, I think. Their skills have let them down a little bit today, but they've been beaten to the ball quite a bit as well. So they'll have to go home and have a think about this game and how to approach it differently next week. But, you know, all props to Huonville. I think they've been excellent today. Yeah,
well, they've been sensational. I don't think Huonville have been bad by any means. I just think that, as you say, they've just been let down. Philp coming in for goal number 4. Out of bounds, no, behind. Another behind to the Huonville Lions. Johns. Sheldon Smith. Smith looks across the face of goal. He's got Reimers, but he's got trouble coming. Lamprell did well, did Reimers. Mastrocola. Nice inside forward 50 out the back. Blackburn. Well, they proved they can go coast to coast, Salad.
They did. Blackburn had a sneaky little look then. I thought he might have taken a step, but umpire didn't see it that way. Gets to go back and go on this very long run-up of his.
Yeah, no, I live for this. This is... look, it works for him.
I'd be tired by the time I was kicking it,
look,
if I was him.
We'll go back. You line up. Up to the nose. Ready? Here it comes. Up and down.
You're Ben Brown about it, isn't
it? Yeah, a lot of Ben Brown about it. I like it, though. In he comes, Big Sticks. Happy with it, through the middle of the sticks for Big Sticks. That's his first goal of the game.
And the sting's come out of it a little bit here, hasn't it, Tubes? The Lindisfarne boys aren't celebrating that goal very hard. So what do you do here if you're both teams? You know, you probably
Park
have
it.
one eye on next week. Do you wait to 10 minutes to go and take your better players off?
I don't know. Here's the LJ Hooker Pinnacle property replay. Oof. It's a good kick when it works. He's had a couple of scrubbers though today, hasn't he?
He has.
He's had a couple of horrible ones, but
It's an
look,
interesting action.
if I'm, yeah, I don't know. It's 10 minutes gone in this fourth term on the Banjos scoreboard. I think you do probably, you know, if there's a couple of boys with a couple of niggles, pull them off.
Yeah,
Get them off.
I don't think the scoreline's getting run down now. So.
Or Salad, do you put blokes in positions where you've wanted to trial them?
Maybe, but I mean, there's one game. No, we're into finals next
Week's finals.
So if you're trialling blokes in finals, I think you're in trouble.
Yeah, true. But, you know, you might find something. McIndoe trying hard to keep it in. Out there, they can't, so it'll be a boundary throw-in. There's that dog, just still wondering what's going on.
I don't think Lindisfarne will be, you know, they'll be disappointed, but they've been strong all year. They've finished, you know, they almost finished above Huonville before this game. So they've got plenty to take out of the season. I think they'll be thinking about what they can do better next week, but they won't be devastated, I don't think.
No. Webster takes a nice mark. I mean, if we go through the list of Huonville players, right, from start to finish, I think everyone on that list has done something.
Yeah, it's been
every
pretty
single
consistent.
one of them.
Yeah.
Whereas when you go through the Lindisfarne list, there's been a couple of guys that have really outperformed the others.
Yep.
And so consistency is a key when it comes to finals footy. So you want everyone to be a contributor on that list.
Absolutely. And they've got a couple of guys that they are expecting back next week. We're having a chat with the assistant coach just after three-quarter time. They are expecting a few key players back, so I'm sure that'll bring also a little bit extra to them next week.
Yeah, well, Jack, as I said before, I've said it many times, Jack Gleeson's a huge part of this footy side. So is Kieran Rogers and so is Josh Young. So those three blokes will probably come straight back in, you'd imagine. Saw a high tackle there, so it'll go to Webster. He'll get an opportunity to fix his hair in a moment as he handballs off. Goes short to Johns. Johns gets it back off Roberts. His handball goes out to Case Miller. Miller's kick down towards Blackburn, who's playing further up the ground now. Out the back here now here for Houth. Houth goes short to Ward. Ward in towards Golding. Golding gets his handball out to the other Ward, who gives it back to the other Ward. It's like a hospital here, multiple wards. Baker takes the mark though in defence for the Two Blues. Handball's off to Gall. Gall with a short one to Westbury. It's Bailey Westbury. Westbury goes out towards Reamers. Nice fist there by Tyler Clark. Billy Lamprell gets tackled high. Umpire says, no, don't worry about it. Dylan Hay with a little chippy. Goes out towards Rawson, who gives it back to Lamprell. And Lamprell goes deep inside forward 50. At the front, Ethan Brock. Umpire says, no, you can't have that mark. It just landed in your lap.
I'm not sure why that wasn't a mark, to tell the truth. He was man in front.
I don't think his hands were first on the footy, though, Salad, were they?
That would be a problem, Tubes.
I think he was surprised that it landed where it did. Little bender here. Hay, who's drifted out of the game a little bit, was very good early though. Roberts with a short one on. No, chopped off by the Two Blues. Westbury takes the mark at half back. Handball's off to running Johns. Johns' kick goes up towards Adams. Adams gets spoiled from behind. McIndoe with a bit of time. Space on the wing goes short. They're on again here, the Lions. Wheeling around is Roberts. Brock flew high. Fist came from behind. Gall with a handball over the top looking for Baker. Baker got his handball off to Gall. Gall's just scooped that one away. Now a chance for Walker. Webster at the bottom of the pack. Walker trapped. Umpire says holding the footy. Tough call.
He didn't really try and get rid of it. He was doing the old just punch the ball whilst holding on to it.
Yeah, we've all been there. Smith looks further afield up towards Cassidy. Golding doing well. Cassidy too strong in front.
It's been a great target, hasn't he?
For about 15 years, yes. Oh, Adams in game 50 takes a nice contested grab. And Keegan couldn't do much there. It was a well-weighted kick. Great mark. So consolation goals coming up for Sammy Adams. Game number 50 in the Two Blues colours for this young man. And he comes. He's hit the Banjo scoreboard already just with 2 points. And he likes it off the boot. His first of the day. A belated horn from somewhere as the crowd has dissipated somewhat. "15 minutes gone. Here it is, the LJ Hooker Pinnacle Property replay. Nice little action.
Was nice action.
Straight through the middle. See, that post is bent. 100% that post is bent. Someone needs to fix it. Mickey Paul, get onto it. Must thank Mickey Paul for his scissor lift. He's been looking after us today down here, the king of the Huon. SG Eves Contracting and Hire. If you want a scissor lift in the Huon Valley, that's who you got to go and see. That's Dylan Hay. McIndoe. And here is Houth. Everyone's saying goals. Jack doesn't kick many goals, the young midfielder. Got a good spot to watch it from, though, Salah.
Right behind the ball here, Tubes.
Yeah, magic. In he comes. Looks okay off the boot. No, just hooked it a little bit too much through for behind. First time Jackie Houth's hit the scoreboard. Case Miller, Cassidy. Have a shot, Cass. That's a good kick to Reamers. Spins around, short one on. Ooh. Yeah, we don't like seeing that. Right into the camera tripod too. How's that? Oh! Tell you what, Marcus on the camera down there doing a great job. Did not flinch. I packed the pants. And here's a great shot of the mullet man flipping the ball in. Beautiful stuff from the young boundary umpire. Ward fisted away. Nicely done. Now towards Clark. Clark's kick. Down towards Jones. Goal. Short one's on. Through the fingertips there. Edmondson did well. Got it off to Roberts. Roberts' kick goes high. Blackburn with a fly. At the bottom of the pack. Cassidy. Bouncing, goal. So that's a bit better. Bit of stuff off the ball here. Webster and Jones going at it.
A bit of push and shove.
Yeah. Well, that was a good goal from Cassidy. We're seeing it on the LJ Hooker replay. Not sure why Cassidy's at the bottom of the pack roving, but he just got caught under the footy there a bit. Good goal.
And this is all we said, really, that Lindisfarne could do in this last quarter, is try and win the quarter.
Yep.
They've put a few on the board now. I'm not sure if they're ahead for the quarter. I think they are. And it's really what they need to do. A couple more here, get it under 50 points, and come back next week.
Got a blood rule here. A little bit of claret coming out of Alex Gall's nostrils. Edmondson having to do a bit of work to get to full back now. He was playing up forward. Big Frida.
Last thing you want, isn't it? Dragged out of the forward line to go fill in down the back line. No thanks.
Yeah, if I was getting dragged, I was getting dragged off the ground. Let me tell you that. So back in the middle. Not long to go in this game of footy. It's been a pretty clinical performance from the Lions as Roberts got his handball away to McIndoe, who just throws it on the boot. Big fly from the back. Nice mark taken by Webster. Webster goes out wide looking for Case Miller. Gets on the end of that, then gets called to play on, off to Westbury. Westbury just bites off a little bit more than he can chew, so his kick was rushed. Walker went flying high, then Tej Westbury at the bottom of the pack, got off to Zantuck. Running through was Bailey Westbury. Westbury's kick only as far as Golding. Golding somehow got his kick away. Running through is Bailey. Bailey then ran into a brick wall, got the blind turn on. Tej Westbury throws it on the boot, bouncing ball inside the square. It's rolling and it's rolling, it's out of bounds. We'll see a ball in. It's been a great day today. Good to see SFL footy back being filmed. Of course, we must thank the SFL and all of our sponsors, Banjo's Bakery and Cafe over there in Rosny Park, and LJ Hooker Pinnacle Property, along with Hames Paints, and that's a kick on goal. Beautiful stuff. Was that Case Miller? Nah, Cassidy again.
Big Cassidy again doing the roving.
Smart. He's a good footballer.
Yeah,
Love watching him.
He's had a very good game.
Well, I've pegged it back here. No real panic stations. We'll see it on the LJ Hooker replay. Cassidy just up off the ground. Bang, goal. Beautiful stuff.
Throwing a bit of weight around, knocking some bodies around.
Yeah, love that. That's what a leader does, don't they?
That's right.
Picked up the Clennon Smiter 10 Sharon and threw it on the boot. Straight through the goal for number 4.
We're back to 32 points here, Tubes.
Yeah, it's
Stings out of the game, but it's all it's all you could ask for really from the Lindisfarne boys here, that they just, like I said, win the quarter, play it out.
So far it's 4-1 in this term. In saying that, they've had 3 behinds, the Two Blues. The Lions. Is that right? Yep, 3 behinds as well. So they've had the same amount of scoring shots. Dylan Johns in the ruck. Zantuck got it off. Smith inside forward 50 again. Too far over the top. Chance for Reamers at the back. Kicked it off the ground. Goal. Well, that's number 5. Surely not.
25 points in it, Tubes.
Surely
not.
Surely not. Sell it. Wow.
25 points. What would you say? 7 minutes left in the game?
I reckon 7 minutes, including time on. Surely not. Salad. You're not saying that.
I'd love to see them make a game of it.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be very exciting.
All of a sudden, Salad.
Is this just Huonville taking their foot off the pedal, do you think, or they found something here?
I'm not sure. Looks like they've moved their big ball movers into the middle. So Walker, McIndoe, Jones, and Thorpe. And there's Jones on cue. Got his handball away. Edmondson running hard at the footy. McIndoe. Sheldon Smith got his hands on the footy too. Now McIndoe for a chance to just put the boys back on the board here for the Lions. Nice fist from behind. Umpire's called a free kick. Which way is it going? It'll go to Hutchinson. Goal. Short to Johns. Gonzo's boy. Gee, they've kicked the Sharon terribly. Lamprell got his kick away. Only as far as Johns. Johns plays on quickly, understands the essence of time. Nice fist there from Ward. Ooh. Oh, nice tackle. That's a leg breaker, that sort of tackle. Great stuff from Roberts.
Yeah, I think he's hit his ankle there as well.
He's all right. He bounced up. Sam Adams. Plays on. No one on the mark there. Blackburn. Nice work from Rawson, going back with courage. Hard at the footy down there was Keegan. Nicely picked up by Vincent. Vincent's kick goes out towards Hay. Hay's got a couple here to beat now. Sheldon went hard at it. Nice work by Smith. Got his handball off to a running Case Miller. Tackled nicely there was Adams. Now a chance as Ward gets his kick away, but it's all Two Blues out here. There's numbers out on the wing here. Cassidy flew high. Out the back for Golding. Ward got it back to Barnett. Barnett with a short one. Chopping it off there was Gall. Jones went hard at the footy, got his handball away. Goal tapped it out towards Zantuck. Zantuck ran into Rawson. Rawson with a great tackle. And we'll see a ball up. A little bit more in it now, Salad.
There's a bit more feeling all of a sudden, isn't there?
What are we at? 27 points the margin. Ward wins it down again. Here goes Thorpe, who had his ankle nearly pulled off. And the umpires pulled out a downfield free kick against Roberts. Short one's on here. Finds Rundle. Rundle goes one way then the other. Well trapped. And Spooky Baker takes the mark even though it's out on the full. Gall got his kick just. Jones tackled without the footy. Westbury got his tackled nicely. Ward got his kick away. Who's going to mark it? Dylan Hay. Hay goes looking forward now and just waiting it for the footy down there was Thorpe. And chopping it off is Roberts. That's a good kick out towards Westbury. Nice mark too. Remus is on short. Decides against that. Waits for Blackburn to present. Now he's got Zantuck longer if he wants. He decides to go in that direction. Cassidy's going to have to come hard at the footy. He didn't even arrive. Nicely fisted away there by Walker. Walker's going to get it back. No, it's Keegan who kicked it out towards Lamprell. Chopping it off those Westbury. Westbury into the pocket for Remus. No, Alex Vincent takes the mark. Again, Ball used just letting the Two Blues down, Salad, as the 26-minute mark clicks over on the Banjos Rosny scoreboard. Short one on to Vincent again. Just racking up their Supercoach points. Hay, who's been very good. Going to have to give you the 3-2-1 today, Salad.
Okay. I think this is smart play here from the Lions. They're just taking the sting out of it now.
Yeah.
Just kicking it around.
Slow it down. Make them man you up. Short one on again. Out wide. That was Rundle. McIndoe, who's a leader here at this club. He's had about 4 touches in the last 3 seconds. Then can roost it. Long style. Edmondson over the boundary. And the Dogs are going to have a go at the Clennets Monitor 10, Sharon. Well, you're right, Salad. I think that Lindisfarne can take a little bit away from this game now. They've outscored them 5-1 in the last term after being outscored 4-1, 4-2, 5-2.
And as you say, Tubes, I think ball use has been a bit of a problem, and they'll probably talk about that back in the sheds and look to clean that up over training and come back next week and do a little better with that. But they've shown a lot of spirit in this last quarter, and they'll take a bit out of that.
Goal to Janes. Janes now to Roberts. Roberts has it up towards Blackburn, and he takes the mark on the second grab. Blackburn down towards Cassidy, and that's such a strong grab. Gee, he's so tough.
Yeah, he's been excellent today.
And that's the siren as we see a little stinger there for Cassidy. Now, he should go back and kick this because it'll come down to percentage now, because Huonville will defeat the Two Blues. By how many? Whether it's 27, 26 or 23 points will be determined by this kick. In he comes, the coach of the Two Blues. Kicks and kicks truly. So he's got himself a 5-pack, Michael Cassidy, for the day. They outscore the Huonville Lions 6-1 in the last term, but it ends up being a 21-point victory to the Lions. Goal kickers for the Huonville Lions. Ethan Brock had 4, 3 to Jack Philp, 2 to Mitch Walker, and then singles to Reese Ward, Liam Ward, and Tristan Barnett for Lindisfarne. 5-pack to Michael Cassidy. Singles to Blackburn, Roberts, Smith, Adams, and Reamers, as well as Teague Westbury. And Salad, an entertaining game all the same. Just unsure what you think, or who you think the best players on the ground were today.
Yeah, look, I think actually there was quite a few, wasn't there, for the Huonville boys? I thought it was actually pretty even effort from Huonville. I think in a losing team, the coach of the Lindisfarne boys had an excellent game, kicking 5 goals, Michael Cassidy. So I think you'd have to sneak in for a vote. From the Huonville boys, it's a lot harder. I think early, Timmy Lamprey was very good at the half-back line, and he probably didn't need to do that much work in the third quarter. The ball wasn't down there a great deal, but I think he showed a lot. I think forward line, you had both the boys in the forward line playing very, very well, kicking 4 and 3 between them.
That's Ethan Brock and Jack Philp, of course.
That's right. I thought Philp did a bit of work up the ground as well, so I'd probably sneak him in for a couple of votes there. As far as best on, I think you'd have to pick one of the midfielders. They did dominate the game through there. I thought Reece Douglas was actually very important today, so I would put him in the best.
Yeah, I agree with you, Salad. For me, I'm going to go back to my man on the half-back line. Alex Vincent, I thought, was excellent all day. Jimmy McIndoe was good. Cal Rawson, in the early stages of the game, was doing some courageous stuff too. Reece Ward in the ruck, I thought, was excellent. And Mitch Walker for Lindisfarne. Michael Cassidy all day was very good. Sam Adams was good in patches. I thought Theo James was very good too. And Sheldon Smith provided a little bit of mongrel around the footy too. So the great thing is that we're doing this all again next week at the very same ground. So it'll be a Huonville versus Lindisfarne first final. The winner of that game will go on and play Signet the week after. So a huge game of footy. The double chance for both these sides has been secured. I don't think the Dodgers Ferry game will have too much an effect. I know that they will end up defeating the Sorell Eagles, but there you go. And if you base... I've watched a lot of footy this year, Salad, and I'll tell you what, the two best sides in the comp, or two of the best, I think Signet are definitely in this conversation as well, but two of the best sides we've just seen run around today. I don't think Lindisfarne were at their best by any stretch, but it was a great game of footy. My name's Tubes Taylor. Salad Roberts, thank you so much. We must, of course, thank our production team, Andy Terrell and his two little gophers, Marcus and Heath on the camera. But until next time, we'll see you at the footy. Bye for now.